Yeah. We out here moving silent. In a world full of noise, I choose to stay quiet. Trust few. Speak less. Watch your circle, stay focused. The truth's in the silence, and the streets know. Let's go. I was born in the jungle where trust don't grow, where love gets twisted and lies take hold. I keep my circle tight, watch who I allow. These snakes in the grass trying to take me down. They smile in your face, but the plot thickens quick. One wrong move and the knife's in your wrist. Trust few, speak less. That's how I move. My mind stays focused, can't afford to lose. They say it's love, but it's all for the show. In a world full of fakes, I keep it low. I learned the game young, never let them see me sweat. And when I rise, I ain't placing no bet. I play it smart, keep my lips sealed. Cause when you talk too much, the truth gets killed. I trust my vision is clear as day. When you trust few and speak less, you find your way. I let my silence speak, let my actions play. The world's full of noise, but I rise anyway. Trust you, speak less. That's how I rise. In the world full of lies, I keep my eyes wide. No time for the fake, I'm staying on my grind. Trust you, speak less. Peace of mind. Trust you, speak less. That's how I rise. In the world full of lies, I keep my eyes wide. No time for the fake, I'm staying on my grind. Trust you, speak less. Peace of mind. I learned the hard way, trust don't come easy. I keep my circle small cause the world's so greasy. Talk is cheap but betrayal's expensive. You trust too much, you end up defensive. I move in silence like a shadow at night. You won't hear me coming but you'll feel the bite. I trust few but I speak less. Stay humble, stay real, never second guess. Seen it all, from the top to the fall. People switch up when they think you're too small, but I rise above, watch me take flight. I trust only a few and I keep it tight. No more secrets, no more lies. Keep your mouth shut and watch how time flies. The real ones stay loyal, they don't need to speak. Trust you, speak less, that's how I keep. I'm living proof that silence wins. When the world's loud, let your soul begin. Trust you, speak less. That's how I ride. In the world full of lies, I keep my eyes wide. No time for the fake, I'm staying on my grind. Trust you, speak less. Peace of mind. Trust you, speak less. That's how I ride. In the world full of lies, I keep my eyes wide. No time for the fake, I'm staying on my grind. Trust you, speak less. Peace of mind. I've been through the fire, felt the heat, but through it all, I kept my faith on repeat. Trusting God above, it's the only way. Cause people change with the light of the day. I learned that actions speak louder than words. And silence is a weapon, the truth is preserved. Speak less, trust few, that's my mantra now. I walk in peace, I don't need to show how. In the world of fake, I stay true to me. I let my actions set my soul free. I trust only those who show real love. Keep my circle small, I don't need to show. Trust in the process, trust in the climb. I speak less, but the message is mine. God's got me and I'm sticking to the script. When you trust few, your fake don't slip. Trust you, speak less. That's how I ride. In the world full of lies, I keep my eyes wide. No time for the fake, I'm staying on my grind. Trust you, speak less. Peace of mind. Trust you, speak less. That's how I ride. In the world full of lies, I keep my eyes wide. No time for the fake, I'm staying on my grind. Trust you, speak less. Peace of mind. The world's loud, but my silence speaks volumes. Trust you, speak less. And in that silence, you find your strength. No need for extra words, just move in silence. Stay sharp, stay blessed. We out here, but we quiet though. Trust you, speak less. Yeah. We out here moving silent. In a world full of noise, I choose to stay quiet. Trust few, speak less. Watch your circle, stay focused. The truth's in the silence, and the streets know. Let's go. Yeah, I was born in the jungle where trust don't grow, where love gets twisted and lies take hold. I keep my circle tight, watch you wild out. These snakes in the grass trying to take me down. They smile in your face, but the plot thickens quick. One wrong move and the knife's in your wrist. Trust few, speak less. That's how I move. My mind stays focused, can't afford to lose. They say it's love, but it's all for the show. In a world full of fakes, I keep it low. I learned the game young, never let them see me sweat. And when I rise, I ain't placing no bet, I play it smart. Keep my lips sealed, cause when you talk too much, the truth gets killed. Yeah, I trust my vision, it's clear as day. When you trust few and speak less, you find your way. I let my silence speak, let my actions play. The world's full of noise, but I'll rise anyway. Trust few, speak less. That's how I rise in a world full of lies. I keep my eyes wide, no time for the fake. I'm staying on my grind. Trust few, speak less. Peace of mind. Trust few, speak less. That's how I rise in a world full of lies. I keep my eyes wide. I'm staying on my grind. Trust few, speak less. Peace of mind. I learned the hard way, trust don't come easy. I keep my circle small, cause the world's so greasy. Talk is cheap, but betrayal's expensive. You trust too much, you end up defensive. I move in silence, like a shadow at night. You won't hear me coming, but you feel the bite. I trust few, but I speak less. Stay humble, stay real, never second guess. I seen it all, from the top to the fall. People switch up when they think it's too small, but I rise above. Watch me take flight, I trust only a few and I keep it tight. No more secrets, no more lies. Keep your mouth shut and watch how time flies. The real ones stay loyal, they don't need to speak. Trust few, speak less. That's how I keep. I'm living proof that silence wins. When the world's loud, let your soul begin. Trust few, speak less. That's how I rise in a world full of lies. I keep my eyes wide. No time for the fake. I'm staying on my grind. Trust few, speak less. Peace of mind. Trust few, speak less. That's how I rise in a world full of lies. I keep my eyes wide. I'm staying on my grind. Trust few, speak less. Peace of mind. I've been through the fire, felt the heat, but through it all I kept my faith on repeat. Trusting God above, it's the only way. Cause people change with the light of the day. I learned that actions speak louder than words, and silence is a weapon, the truth is preserved. Speak less, trust few, that's my mantra now. I walk in peace, I don't need a show. In a world of fake, I stay true to me. I let my actions set my soul free. I trust only those who show real love. Keep my circle small, I don't need to shove. Trust in the process, trust in the climb. I speak less, but the message is mine. God's got me and I'm sticking to the script. When you trust few, your fake don't slip. Trust few, speak less. That's how I rise in a world full of lies. I keep my eyes wide. No time for the fake. I'm staying on my grind. Trust few, speak less. Peace of mind. Trust few, speak less. That's how I rise in a world full of lies. I keep my eyes wide. I'm staying on my grind. Trust few, speak less. Peace of mind. The world's loud, but my silence speaks volumes. Trust few, speak less. And in that silence, you find your strength. No need for extra words, just move in silence. Stay sharp, stay blessed. Trust few, speak less. We out here, but we quiet though. Trust few, speak less. Trust few.